Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Demo Jam. We are really excited because we have a great group of partners here that are going to be demoing their apps live for your vote. And today's winner will get a trophy and bragging rights, and it's all up to you, our live listeners. So thank you for being a part of it today. Today's webinar is being recorded, and we will be posting it on YouTube within 24 hours. So you can listen in and share with your friends that couldn't make it today. We also ask you to put your questions in the chat. We'll have one live question for each partner demoing. So definitely put it in there. You can also follow along on Twitter at #AppDemoJam. We'll be checking there as well. Today's hosts are Salesforce MVP Jeff Grosse and Joshua Hoskins. And, you know, I'm going to hand it off to them because they're going to run this show, and it's going to be great. Hi, Jeff and Joshua. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. Not everyone at once. All right, hey everyone. My name is Joshua. We're gonna get this thing on the road. So first is first. Let's go over the rules and let's thank all of our participants that we have on the call today. You'll be introducing them, or they will be introduced individually as they go on. But we've got a great lineup here for you. So the next slide is all about the rules. So there are 3 sample rules, and they're really, really simple. The first one is that each partner has 3 minutes. No more, no less, or less. Actually, you could do less. Yeah, that would work. And we'll ask one question after they present their demo in 3 minutes or less, and 0 slides. That means that we're asking all these partners to actually focus on all the goodness in their app, so that you guys can actually see how apps make your life easier, or the folks who have the ability to use those apps. So without further ado, Jeff, anything to add?
No, really, we're just glad that you guys are here today, and we appreciate everybody attending. I know it's getting towards the holidays, and it's definitely a busy time of year, but it's great to have everybody with us today. Looking forward to seeing the demos. Let's dig in.
All right. That being said, first up, we've got Anaplan. So you can't blame your salesperson for wanting a fair territory or asking to justify their quota. With Anaplan territory and quote planning, you can design sales territories that are fair and equitable. And you can also assign and manage territories for complete coverage and no gaps. That sounds really interesting. So today, to explain all about how you do that with Anaplan, we're so happy to have Mohan. Mohan is the Director of Strategic Partners at Anaplan, and having been at Anaplan for over 3 years, sometimes he wonders exactly what is the hyperblock. So are you there, Mohan?
Yeah, I'm here, Josh, and I'm ready to go.
All right, over to you. Let's see what you got.
Great. So thanks, Joshua, for the intro, and hi, everybody. So first off, welcome to Anaplan. As you can see, I'm an iframe within Sales Cloud. We leverage the single sign-on of Salesforce to log in, and we're nestled right here between opportunities and reports. So what we're doing is trying to make your territory planning quota process collaborative. So if you take this, you're a CFO sitting down to do planning at headquarters. You have some aggressive goals coming up for the coming year. Your product lines are going to grow by huge numbers. You used to do this in Excel, but it's not really shareable and not real-time data. This is connected to your ERP, Salesforce, and you're bringing in live information for territory and quota planning. So the CFO set his goals. The U.S. East Director says, well, our K2 product line, we didn't sell much of it last year. So in addition to the goals my CFO set, I'm setting higher level goals. But as Salesforce MVPs, admins, and users, we know there's a richness of data within Salesforce that you need for your planning activities. So now we look at this screen, and now you're a regional manager talking to your AE, and you're trying to understand, what are we doing in our accounts? What have we sold? Where do we have more opportunity? Let's take New Balance, for instance. New CIO, loves the cloud, loves Salesforce, wants to do more territory and quota planning. So we think there's a larger opportunity than what our sales strategy team thinks, so we're going to embed that. This is really the collaborative nature of Anaplan. We want to bring field-level knowledge into the planning process so that reps know how they're building their territories and quotas. We go down here and we see a problem. After all this target setting, now we notice a gap between what we think we should sell and how much our reps have in quota in the street. So now we start playing with levers to make sure we're aligned. We can do the least favorite thing for all reps, and tell them they're going to sell more, and that begins to close the gap. But we also want to add new reps and start giving them accounts. Anna was an SDR at New Balance before, and now we think she has a huge opportunity in selling more product. So we're going to give her the New Balance account starting 5/1. As you can see with Anaplan's modeling engine and the hyperblock, we're able to start figuring out how we're going to hit our goals and if we have the right capacity towards our target. We're still short a little bit, so we're going to exactly. So we're still short a little bit, but now what I'm doing is I'm giving a regional manager the ability to tweak his business that makes sense so they can actually hit achievable targets. And now they're able to go in and start building up a plan, build a team, and start executing without wondering where the right data is coming from. So in summary, we really give the power back to the Salesforce users and admins, and we try to help them understand that with the rich data set in Salesforce, with what they already have in their ERP, how can they execute a great sales plan so that they start the year off strong and they're able to go forward and reach their goals immaculately and get everybody in the team excited. And that's really what we're trying to bring with Anaplan, a new way of doing territory and quota planning that feeds into your entire sales process.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
We made it, Jeff. How about that? The first demo today under.
I know. I was ready to go and hit the squealing tires, but you got it right on time, Mohan.
Thanks, guys. That was fun.
All right. Great job. So, just a little tidbits about your app. What I love is, the finance geeks that are really used to Excel are going to be excited because you've basically got some real-time Excel calculations that are happening inside of Salesforce. Let's not focus on the Excel, but this whole idea of the hyperblock and planning, it just blows my mind because, the real people, the executives, they're the ones who want to sit in his office and, play around with these territories. So it's good to know that a manager can sit and manage their territories directly from Salesforce and not really have to leave the application while they're managing their day.
Yeah, we want to make it as easy as possible for everybody, and I think that's really what Michael was pushing for.
Okay. Awesome. So if you do have any questions, feel free to ask them in the GoToWebinar chat on the right-hand side of your screen. While we're waiting, we just have one question, and that's, can this support account-level planning, or is it only restricted to zip code planning?
So in this example, I did account-level planning. We can do zip code as well, and we can do the hybrid of both because we know nobody has a sales organization that's only account-based or only zip code-based. People normally have a combination. So that's just understanding your user requirements, how you want to go to market, and then setting up the tool to make sure we're efficiently supporting that.
Cool. That's also a great question. I think another question that comes to mind is sort of how long does it sort of take to set all this up?
Yeah, so we do pretty good. For most accounts, we're in and out in less than 6 weeks because normally the sales analyst already has an idea of what they want. Our syntax is very similar to Excel, so we come in, we help you, and you can be up and running in 6 weeks.
Awesome, cool. Thanks a lot for your time, Mohan. It was great seeing your product, and let's move on. So, Jeff, you've got the next one. Over to you.
I do. So thank you, Joshua, and thank you, Anaplan. Next up, we've got Callidus Cloud. You know what? Callidus Cloud enables organizations to accelerate lead to money or quote to cash. It's kind of the same thing, but they call it lead to money here. And that process builds out a complete suite of solutions to identify the right leads, ensure proper territory alignment, quota distribution, enable sales forces, and automate quotes and proposals, as well as streamlining the sales compensation process so that you can drive bigger deals and faster. And to do that today, we've got Jennifer, who's Product Marketing Manager for Callidus Cloud. She loves CPQ as well as a number of other outdoor activities. So we are going to hear from Jennifer.
Thank you. So yes, as you mentioned, Callidus Cloud provides a lead-to-money suite of products. So that's marketing automation, sales enablement, quotes and proposals, contracts, and paying commissions out to sales reps. So I'm just going to share CPQ with you today. So here I am in my opportunity within Salesforce, and I am going to start my quote. And as you can see, I have my catalog here right away. It is built on a responsive design, so this actually helps both mobily and then also different screen resolutions. We'll go a little bigger here. I'm going to go ahead and configure my solution. And what's great about this is that I've got great visuals to help me understand what I'm doing. I've got cues here to tell me that my quote's not complete. I can go along and I can make my selections for the different accessories. And what you'll notice as I do this is it is telling me what my commission's going to be, and it's updating the pricing as I go. I don't need to select a different option or anything along those lines to see what the impact is going to be to my comp or what the estimated quote is going to be. So I'm going to add this to my quote, and then this is where I can start to customize the pricing based on what my customer needs. So there's a few different ways I can do this. I can either use a sliding scale margin adjustment here so that I know that all the adjustments are made within guidelines, or I could simply change the pricing here by simply typing in what I think the customer is going to want to pay. Maybe the customer's already told me exactly what they want to pay. And the discounts are done based on what has already been set within the system based on what finance and operations wants to have be discounted or not be discounted. So now that I've priced my solution, I can go in and I can generate my quote just with a few clicks of a button. I can create a Word document. I can select the different options here. I can change the order of the different pieces of content that marketing has preloaded for me. I can remove something that's optional. There are some items that are not optional and I can't remove those. I can deselect case studies that have been automatically populated based on the products, and I can go ahead and create my Word doc. Now, what's great about this is once the Word doc is generated, I can either download it so that I can print it if I have maybe an old school customer that likes to see paper, or I can publish it to a customer portal, which is part of our sales enablement solution, or I can launch it to CLM, or I can simply email it to the customer. What's really cool about being able to publish it to a portal is I can either create a portal here or launch it to one that's already existing. But what's great about this is I can then start to see whether or not my customer has accessed the quote. And you can see here the proposal here. And so it helps me be able to understand and get a gauge on whether or not the customer is truly engaged in the solution. And that is the basic high level of CPQ.
Exactly. You got it in right in time. I mean, that you've taken it beyond what I was thinking that traditional CPQ.
I love the portal.
Yeah, exactly. So you can put it into an existing portal or create a new one, and then obviously knowing the intelligence of has this customer gone out and checked it out or not, that's huge. The other thing I was going to say is when I looked at the CPQ itself, if we think about the way that people sell products, it's going to affect how you package it up if you're seeing your compensation as part of that throughout the whole process. So having that as part of the configuration screen is really helpful for making those deals bigger, and even the user interface, seeing the red boxes around things and that to just know exactly what you've selected. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we want to take some questions from the audience if anybody has any questions for you, but here's what I'm going to ask right now is I'm curious, obviously this is going to be really important to have CPQ available in all kinds of different places because your salespeople are going to be out in the field, they're going to be, in a bunker, they're going to be wherever they're going to be configuring products. So how does this work on mobile?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different options actually. So as I mentioned, it works with responsive design in any mobile browser. But also with our mobile app, sales reps will be able to have access to their account and opportunity data, which has been synchronized and is stored for offline access from CPQ. And they can even generate quotes for simple products while they're with their customer, as you mentioned, if they're in a bunker and they don't have Wi-Fi access or cellular access, and they can still generate a quote, even get a customer's acceptance with a letter of intent, so that when they do get back to having access, they can synchronize with the solution, and all of that's updated. Both CPQ and Salesforce are automatically updated.
That's
so lots
awesome.
of options to support mobile sales reps.
Well, and the other thing, when I saw that...
Offline?
Yeah, offline.
Yeah, I did say offline. A cloud solution offline, yep.
Holy moly.
Yeah, exactly, because I think of some of my building customers who have, they want to be able to do this out in the field, and yeah, there is either no cell service where they exist or not yet, so that's pretty cool. Do we have any questions from out there in the audience, Amanda?
No, not yet. So I think we're good to keep moving, and I'll let you know if one pops up.
Right, sounds good. I'm going to hand it off to Joshua now.
All right, let me just make sure that I've gotten the lineup right. Don't want to make that mistake again. So next up, we've got CloudSense. So CloudSense is a Salesforce Platinum ISV partner specializing in industry platforms for quote to cash. So we're keeping with the theme of CPQ here. One thing about their app is they're 100% native to Salesforce, and the CloudSense platform actually goes beyond CPQ and it delivers the product catalog management, the order management, and the orchestration, plus across a couple of other industries such as field sales or retail sales, and actually call center teams as well. So to demo the CloudSense functionality for CPQ, we've got Georgina on the phone. Are you there?
Hey, yeah, can you hear me okay?
We can. So Georgina is a senior solutions engineer at CloudSense, and she's going to be demoing the product today from New York City. And she's promised to keep it short and sweet because she's got some Christmas shopping to do, right, Georgina?
That's exactly right, Joshua.
All right, well then let's
So
see
I'll
what you
try
can
and keep
do. Over to you.
Thanks. So, hi everyone, I am Georgina from CloudSense. We provide multi-channel quote-to-cash applications across the entire sales cycle for everything from simple products to complex products, long-running subscriptions, online and offline, so you can do your sales anywhere, anytime, on any device. So today I'm going to be playing two roles. We're going to see Penny, who is a sales rep at QuadStar, who will be using the CloudSense offline app, and Glenn, who is a customer of QuadStar. We're going to engage with these two, showing a seamless multi-channel experience 100% native to the Salesforce platform. So right now we're logged in as Glenn Kendrick in the customer community, and Glenn is going to upgrade his smartphone. When he goes in, he can see that all the information and have full visibility over the package, the contract term, etc., etc. And when he actually goes to change his contract, what QuadStar and CloudSense actually do is give him a list of guided selling questions. So this is important because when Glenn is answering this, this means that Penny, the sales rep, knows exactly what Glenn wants and needs. With the answer to these guided selling questions, QuadStar comes up with an offer, which is an accelerated refresh offer based on what he has answered. So now I'm going to switch roles into the CloudSense Anywhere app. So the CloudSense Anywhere app can be used in-store, online, or offline, anywhere, anytime, on any device. Penny can configure products and services via her tablet without the need for paper presentations or product lists, and without the need to print any contracts. So what Penny can do is she can be in-store with Glenn, who wants to finish off his offer, and he can go into his accounts, and Penny can find Glenn here, and she can navigate to his basket. So what we can see is the smartphone change that has seamlessly been brought through from the customer community over to the offline app. When we click on the smartphone change, Glenn can actually see the offer that's available to him. And what's most important here is that we can see boxed cloud storage, which was the answer to his guided selling question. So we can really see these business rules being pulled through for multi-channel devices. So we can click on edit, and what Penny can do is she can ask if Glenn wants to change his tariff, and we can see the pricing dynamically being changed across in the monthly charge. So Penny can actually go and generate the contract. The whole benefit of this is massive visibility from one channel to another, and also speed. So we can see that all of this has been dynamically brought in to the contract. Glenn can sign the PDF here, and this will be brought through into the signature. So we have massive speed through creating the contract. We have control and visibility over being able to see all the information. We can save the PDF and finish.
Oh, are you done?
Yeah? Is that 3 minutes?
That was awesome.
Do it. There you go.
Great.
Good.
Fantastic. You know, this app, I mean, we were just having a sidebar about the functionality and the actual tour that you gave to this application. I mean, the fact that you're giving it from a mobile device, you know, kudos to that. And that it's seamless. You know, they can navigate from one area to the other. It does some guided selling question. I mean, there's a lot of things that are in here. that all sales reps want, and also customers to be able to guide their customers through that process. So that's awesome. So we will take questions from the audience. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the GoToWebinar chat on the right-hand side of your screen. Meanwhile, I do have a question for you. So the question is, what do you think the main benefits are for the CPQ iPad app, specifically for field sales? I've been talking to a lot of customers lately, and they happen to always have folks out in the field. And where can this app shine for those roles who are constantly moving from person to person and not always sitting in front of a PC?
Well, exactly. We get it from many customers today. Everyone's like, oh, I don't have 3G. Oh, I don't have Wi-Fi, and I need to get back to the office to, finish my sale and everything else. So we really wanted to provide a capability with full offline sales CPQ. You can do complex configurations and pricing and quoting all offline, so the sales reps can maintain operational continuity and effectiveness, but having all the same information with your Salesforce data and your Salesforce information. So you're not dealing with any disparate information. It truly is on a single source, and you can access it offline. So we think that it's a really beneficial tool, especially if you're in areas all around the country, international companies and everything else. So
yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah. And there you are. There, you've got that word again, offline. Like Jeff, this offline concept of CPQ a couple of years ago when we were consulting, it was unheard of.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to be connected, and so it is amazing to see how folks are using the platform to make that available to everybody. Very cool.
That was my doorbell, not yours. All right, over to you, Jeff. We've got the next partner up.
Sounds good.
Actually, we have an audience question. If we could just jump back to CloudSense really quickly. This attendee would like to know if the app you just showed is available in the AppExchange.
It is available on the AppExchange, and we've implemented it for a few customers. So if you want another live demo, we are more than happy to welcome to show it to you.
Thank you. And you can also go to appdemojam.com and see all of the apps we're showing today. All of them are available on the AppExchange. So great question.
Awesome. All right. Well, we are going to jump into the next one, which is called Fielo. You may not have heard of these guys before, but they are the first omni-channel incentive automation and loyalty program platform. It allows organizations to incentivize, reward, and drive higher results from all of its sales channels, from consumers, resellers, retailers, and even its own employees. It's fully native on Force.com, and their incentive automation platform is transforming loyalty program management for global companies like Coca-Cola, Schneider Electric, and Country Road. So who we've got today with us is Husseini, and he is the Fielo's Director of Sales, who's been in the wild growth ride with these guys since they began, and he's also their resident rock star demo guy. So, Husseini, you out there?
I'm here. Hey, guys.
Live up to that now, buddy.
That's right. That wasn't my words, by the way, but thanks.
Marketing does wonders.
There it is. So great, guys. I'm going to take you through the Fielo application in Salesforce and how really quickly you can configure and manage a loyalty program. Okay. And then I'm going to take you into the front end of Fielo and show you one of our customers. So here you can see, being a native Force.com application, we leverage reports and dashboards in Fielo to understand your program, your members, the activities, to monitor your KPIs and transactions. Okay, you can go into our rules engines and incentivize and create rules to incentivize any behavior in your program, whether it's purchases, sales opportunities, surveys, and so forth. Okay, our rule creation is real time, and you can leverage all the information you're capturing on your members in the program to devise rules to incentivize different behaviors. We can even link into Marketing Cloud and incentivize social media behaviors as an example. Okay. Any behaviors can be incentivized with points and rewards, or using our gamification engine, you can incentivize things with badges and challenges and recognize certain actions by your members, be it B2C or B2B members in your program. We have a membership database where you can capture and define what kind of information you want to incentivize and drive these behaviors as well. All this happens inside of Fielo, as well as a content management system within Salesforce, where you can manage the front end of customers called Unitrends in the US. So this is one of their programs, and this is a program to drive lead generation and sales partner referrals. Okay, this is a program that I think any business can get behind because it's driving lead generation. So as you log into this program as a sales rep or anyone that wants to offer a lead to Unitrends, you have a program here all powered by Fielo within Salesforce. As you can see from the website, this is using Force.com sites, and we can leverage customer and partner communities as well. Okay, you can incentivize sales reps to the program. You can pair up with learning management systems like Cornerstone and others to drive e-training and content dissemination. Great. And finally, these kind of programs bring big business impact. This program, for instance, generated over 6,000 leads, 4,000 opportunities, and 1,000 closed deals for Unitrends. This equated to $20 million in revenue in under 4 quarters. Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, all right. I was ready for something else, but no, that is actually very cool, and I was surprised by seeing how you can build them out for numerous different constituents. So you think about the ideas of incentivizing different behaviors. You tend to think of it as, hey, we're going to do this for our customers or for partners, but employees being able to bring that in is a huge thing too. So being able to pull that in as one system, all doing it off of Salesforce, is pretty cool. So let me, while we're waiting for any questions that come in from the audience, let me just go ahead and ask a question here. So loyalty programs have been around for quite a while, but as a platform, obviously you guys are on Salesforce.com, which is a differentiator there. But what else makes you guys different from other loyalty solutions that are out there in the market?
Absolutely, good question. I think there's a few points. In traditional loyalty technologies, they're traditionally very inflexible, right? So to stand up a program is very time-consuming, and to evolve and manage the program, create rules and segments, create a rewards option, manage the content, usually requires a number of different products and deep subject matter expertise. So what we claim with Fielo and leveraging the agility of the platform is you have an all-in-one solution. Right, you have all the rewards, segments, rules, rewards, configuration, including the content management system, all within Fielo, and you can create and manage it in real time and evolve the program.
Well, and I'm guessing that other ones are not going to tie into your Salesforce data anywhere near as tight as you guys are going to be, and that's the main thing, is we want to see our customer and employee and all that data in one place, and so being able to manage that is pretty slick.
Absolutely.
Amanda, do we have any questions from our audience here?
No, but we did get a few requests for maybe just a little, I don't know if we can maybe have a quick recap in some way, because your audio did cut out quite a bit without demo or slides, but if you can just give like a brief 30-second overview of, of it one more time, if we could allow that.
It's simple. Fielo is awesome.
Great.
Hear that, everybody? Now go vote.
Jeff, one more time.
Yeah. So
Jeff, it's on me.
Yeah, let's go ahead and have him do it.
I'm sorry, guys. What, you guys didn't hear what I said?
There were a couple times when your audio cut out, and it actually seemed to catch up. But just as a quick overview, why don't you go ahead and give the 30-second overview of the product itself? I mean, we did hear most of it, I believe, but there was some audio issue in the middle of it. So why don't you just give us the 30-second?
Absolutely, guys. So, I mean, the idea behind Fielo is that you can create and manage an incentive loyalty program, right, for B2B and B2C. And so we have a number of different components in Fielo, from managing the members, levels, gamification, rewards, and challenges, and having content management systems as well to manage the entire program.
Awesome, Husseini. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Joshua, I think we're going to turn it over to you, my friend.
Thank you very much. So next up we have Sabo. So Sabo is a leading provider of sales enablement platform, and it's really all about prescribing the right content at the right time, and it also does some coaching. It also delivers the process to sellers during the right phase of the sales cycle. Sabo is a preferred provider of Fortune 1000 companies for its expertise, enterprise scalability, and the end-to-end platform. With us today, we have Amy. Amy, you're out there?
I'm here.
Oh, there you go. So Amy's been selected by her company because she's very succinct. So I hope we can deliver that today as a Salesforce consultant at Sabo. Be succinct, and also don't be boring.
All right. I will do that. Thank you.
Make it epic.
All right. Make it epic. All right. So we're going to be talking about Sabo today, which is all about sales enablement. And sales enablement means what is, for our sellers, getting our sellers to close more deals right within opportunities. So there are three things I want you to take away from this demonstration. The first is talking about Sabo and content in context. The second is document automation, saving time for our sellers. And the third is that all-important tracking. It's a lot to cover in 3 minutes, but as long as we all keep our heads and our hands inside the vehicle while it's moving, we will be fine. So I'm going to wear a seller hat first, and you can see I'm in the opportunity object, and I have some information that I've added about this opportunity. I'm in the discovery stage. They are a high-tech company. And what Sabo does is we prescribe that content in context, right here where I'm living. And it's not just documents, it's also subject matter experts, and it's questions about these things right here. And I can download these, I can view them, I can also share them with customers and track when they open that and interact with that. Now, as a seller, I'm going in, I've had some conversations, now I've moved on to the propose stage, and now I know that I have a competitor, SolWave. So when I update this, now Sabo is going to, again, prescribe that information. This is where Sabo's 16 years of experience comes into play, because we help you set this up. We help wrap the information around it so that we're delivering what we need. So as a seller, now I get reinforcement of the tips, that the coaching, the marketing messaging. I get information about competitive intelligence, stage related, and maybe it's cross-selling. We work with you to customize this experience for your sellers. So that's the content in context. So now for the second portion, number 2. Document automation. So I've reached the stage where I need to make a proposal or I need to make a presentation. Again, right here where I live as a seller, I want to create a presentation specific to my opportunity. I want to create a proposal specific to what I'm suggesting to my customer. We can do that. We walk through a wizard. Sabo creates that wizard, and it says, what do I want to create? What do I want to include in my proposal? And then it returns that final document for me. So the third thing is the tracking. Now I'm wearing my hat for my marketing person or for my manager, right? The seller's done their job, but now we want to talk about tracking. So what is the seller using? How does it rate into those opportunities, those wins? What marketing content is being used? So Sabo, content and context, document automation, and tracking.
Right up to the line.
Awesome. I love how that was succinct. I love how you guided us from top to bottom around the opportunity cycle. One of the things that that stood out to me here is that you actually suggest people. I mean, how awesome is that for a newbie salesperson to be able to sort of identify who are the subject matter experts in their organization that can help them close the deal? So that's absolutely fabulous. The other thing that I noticed, if you go further down the page, is the ability to do the document automation. Every time that you are speaking to a customer, some of the times the biggest wins that you see and the quicker decisions are when you give the customer that feeling that you have personally designed something that was fit for them. It could be done by an automation product, but
Yeah.
giving the customer the feeling that you've actually taken the time to select and handcraft information. And for the marketing folks, this thing is a slam dunk for them because they can make sure that the correct marketing content, not something that's sitting on someone's hard drive or with an incorrect font is being merged. You've got the correct context for marketing, and you've got the correct customer information all merged into one document. So that's absolutely great. Again, we encourage you guys to ask your questions inside the GoToWebinar chat on the right-hand side of your screen. While we're waiting for any additional questions, I've got one for you.
Okay.
You ready?
I am.
All right. So there are lots of products in the sales enablement space, especially on the AppExchange. What do you feel like differentiates you from the other offerings that are out there?
Yeah, sure. So we get this question a lot, and many of those solutions are spot solutions that have sort of added sales enablement. But for us, it's really the breadth of the Sabo offering and the experience we have. I talked about that we have 16 years experience in this. We sort of created the sales enablement category, and we totally own that and its growth and where it's going in the future. And the entire Sabo platform and working with us reflects our understanding of how sellers function.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Amy, for joining us today. Thanks for being succinct and actually inspiring.
Anytime.
All right, Jeff, over to you.
What that means, now that we've gotten through 5 demos, it means that it is voting time. We are going to give you guys a chance right up here. We want you guys to vote for which of these demos today was your favorite. There are some bragging rights that come with this, so go ahead and begin putting in your vote. But while that goes on, while we give you a little bit of time to go through that voting, I think, Joshua, we ought to cover something new that's coming in, what, about 6 weeks now?
Is it that time already, really?
Exactly. February 6th is the first date that we're going to see some upgrades of Salesforce to Spring 16.
Oh, geez. I don't know, Jeff. I mean, there's this document that's floating out there. I mean, I think it's called something like the release notes, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Got released just the other day, and so far what I've seen, 375 pages in the first version of it, so that is huge.
That's insane.
I know.
That's insane. Like, how am I supposed to study that for the next release?
Exactly. You're going to, well, it's Christmas time coming up. If you got a little extra time on your hands, you spend a little time reading the notes.
Oh,
but
my mom's going to hate me.
There's going to be tons of things to look through in that. So make sure that everybody I think everybody who's on this call should be interested in seeing what's coming out. It's always a little bit of a Christmas present. We kind of look at it as that you go through the release notes and you see what has come out that you are interested in. And the way that Salesforce has grown these release notes over the years, and it's not just in the quantity of them, but really the number of features that they've added that have been customer voted things. So you'll see some things in there that are true to the core. You'll see other things that are implemented ideas that you guys and we have voted on. I always like seeing that, to see what things that we've been interested in for sometimes a little while, sometimes for a really long time, are coming out with the next release.
Yeah, Jeff. I mean, this is a special season that is important to all admins. Even end users should take their time to read the release notes and actually see what's coming out. And with that comes some best practices as well. So sometimes I like to remind everyone who's interested in sort of toying around is you can always go on the Salesforce website and you can download a pre-release org to play with some of these features outside. Always caution you from implementing the features directly inside your production environment before you sort of worked out and tested how it's going to interact with your existing functionality. But man,
job is, maybe for a tightrope walker, if you really like danger, wouldn't that be okay?
No, it's never okay.
Okay, all right, sorry. Yeah, it is. I know. Doing things in test and pre-production is definitely valuable, but that is the fun thing about going through and trying these things out. You'll see as an administrator, you'll go on the left-hand side in the setup menu, and you'll see new next to things, and that's always fun to see what is going to be new in there this time.
Right, and just one last thing, Jeff. It's also important to realize how everyone on this phone and everyone in the community plays a big part into how those release notes are designed and what features are a part of it. And the best way for you to be able to make sure that the features that you want in your organization to make your organization more successful, your job less tedious, is to participate in the Salesforce.com community on the AppExchange and also on ideas and in the success community overall. One thing I love about Salesforce is it's the features that are requested for customers by customers, and that's always been something that's been really cool about Salesforce. So if you've got an idea or you've got a feature that you think is missing, you're probably not the first one. So give the idea exchange a gander and vote up the idea, and you never know. You could see your feature in the middle of a 345, 75-page paper.
Yeah.
Which for that you get bragging rights.
Exactly, and it's too bad they don't put your name in. It would be nice. I do remember a few times when I've seen things that I had either created an idea for or voted on. When you see those come, that is really quite cool. So definitely something to be reading over the next couple months. And the great part is there's features coming for everybody's area. So whether you're in sales, marketing, service and support, or even database management, all kinds of different things, app development, there's stuff coming for everybody.
Nice. In terms of credit, I think everything that says True to the Core, the credit can go to Andreas Glucksmann, who created True to the Core.
The man.
All right, so little drum roll, maybe?
Exactly. I think we're ready. I should get us an effect for a drum roll.
I know.
Okay, sorry guys.
Maybe it can be our New Year's present.
We have a winner today, and that winner is Anaplan.
Yay!
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We are glad to crown you the winner of the December Demo Jam. There's going to be a prize coming out to you. It is a beautiful trophy. And we are going to ask you, we should have asked you before, are you ready to share your desktop? Have you prepared a desktop to share with us?
If you give me 1 second, I actually didn't know I was supposed to prepare, but I do have something I can share. So give me 1 second, guys.
So we can talk spring for another couple seconds here because.
Yeah, man, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna have dinner and read the release notes the same during Christmas. It's gonna be a challenge.
But like I say, the implementation of them has gotten much better over the years as well.
Give me 1 second.
Nice.
This is one of those times when you're getting something ready and then everything will just collapse on you. Your system will freeze.
At all.
So here, if you don't mind passing it to me.
Right.
Maybe Santa will be very nice to you.
Yeah. Hey guys. So thank you all. I encourage everybody to go to Anaplan.com and check out our sales solutions. I showed you territory and quota. We have a full breadth of solutions around sales forecasting, commission calculation, account segmentation, all fully embedded within the iframe, and we really want to be your planning and modeling for all your sales solutions. So check out the website, and we'd love to share more with you guys.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. And to everybody who participated today, we really appreciate you guys being here in December. It's great to have you as part of the App Demo Jam. Did you know that there is actually a new website out there called appdemojam.com? It'll take you to where all of these can be rewatched. You can see what are the upcoming ones, as well as looking at who else has competed over the past few months. Great to have you guys come and join us. And Joshua, any closing remarks from you?
No, man, I think this has been pretty cool. Closing out 15 minutes early, I just want to say happy holidays to everyone. Whatever your religion is, go out, have fun, be merry. Everyone's sort of sharing this holiday cheer with the release notes, and I was getting off the tube today, and there's a group of kids that are sort of singing holiday carols. I'm just like, where's my mind at? But it's holiday season, so take your mind off of Salesforce. No matter how passionate you are, don't do what I'm thinking about doing, which is read release notes over Christmas. But actually enjoy time with your family. Get refreshed because these release notes are going to keep you busy. Everyone's going to want to implement these features. So with that, happy holidays.
And looking forward to seeing you back again next month. It's the third Thursday of every month, and thanks for joining us again today.
January.